That's a banger. Yeah.
What you say? What you say? What you say? What?
Da na 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 na.
He's got cancer.
Does he? Damn.
Yeah,
Is that a rocker?
No.
Yeah, I was about to say
no.
he's unwell. He's
No.
Timmy
fucked
C.
up about him. He's sick.
Timmy
The
Comerford,
bassist.
I believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
They had a
right,
council.
yeah. Well, they won't be able to replace their bassist.
Well, he's
Hey,
an
whoa.
integral part.
Yeah, 100%. I resent that, actually.
I'm just Josh with you. Oh, you resent it?
100% I do.
No, big love to whatever his name. I
Timmy-
didn't realize you're such a big Rage Against the Machine fan.
Timmy Comerford.
You're not very political.
Timmy.
You got Brad Wilk, Timmy Comerford, Zach De La Rocha, and then, of course, Tom Morello. That's the four.
Well, the Night Watchman himself. Yes, well, big love to Timmy out there. We're all pulling for you, my man.
And also,
Despite my earlier comment.
much hatred to the other Timmy C we know. He's perfect for surfing and...
Surfing. Does he surf? I swear he just looks like a
No, he
surfer.
surfs.
He's not
Fucking of
he doesn't
course he
really-
surfs.
really-
Bro.
What's that?
So he looks that much like a surfer that one day he was just like, fuck it, I'll just...
I'm pretty sure he
He's
looks
always
like
surfing.
that. I think he looked like that because he does surf. He just always
Exactly.
surfed. Like, and so the look
Yeah.
came
If
to
you're wondering
him.
what he looks like he has long blonde hair and he's always going, I can't live in a cage.
Yeah, he looks like Bodhi from
And
fucking...
he puts on a Nixon mask
Yeah.
and he robs a bank.
Yeah.
Terrible movie.
I can't remember which
Call
sleaze he
him
wears.
Bodhi Zaffa.
Terrible movie? Oh, and you resent me for saying
yeah,
some
yeah.
chump that I don't give a fuck about. And you're
Some
bad-mouthing
chump.
the finest piece of art of all time,
That's
Point Break.
That's
the
stretching
film.
it.
The original Point Break.
The original point.
Finest
Break.
part. That's
Oh,
It's so
it
good.
is.
It's
It's
really
it's
fucking
fucking
good right
timeless.
Should we...
It's no. It,
Shut the fuck up.
honestly, it is ironically
Actually,
really good,
really quickly,
and it's unironically really good. It's really
Dom, what do
do
you
a
reckon
clap?
it has on IMDb? What do you?
Oh,
0.
Back to the IMD bullseye.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we'll do a clap.
We're doing a clap, everybody. while I think about, what rating on IMDb Point Break has? 3,
0.
2, 1.
I heard nothing.
All right.
I heard nothing from no one.
I heard someone go.
I had
And
both
that's
of you
it.
guys.
Someone just shitted on their microphone.
I wish there was.
That'll prank 'em.
You heard both of us. I wish there was any consistency to it when we try to do this shit. But
Right.
I never use them. I use them, but not really that precisely. So, I think it has a 6.8,
A 6.8.
maybe 6.7. I'm going to say 6.7. Even
I-
though that is a travesty, I know it's
Can I play-
lower than it needs to be.
Can I play as well?
Oh, you undershot. I'm gonna say.
I undershot.
Yeah.
That's excellent news. I guess Wes can have a guess, even though you've already got a hint about if it's.
6.5.
He went lower.
Oh, he went lower. He went lower. Okay.
It has a
Right, the tactic.
7.2.
7.2.
It's not exactly a 7.5.
Well-
I went lower because I hate that movie.
Well, you are okay, but it's. I can't believe you hate it. It's really good.
It's so
Profoundly
good.
good.
It's just
But we'll play a little more IMD bullseye
later.
later.
Yeah, we'll come back to that later.
Maybe we'll get. But Wes, you go to the gym. What do you go to the gym every day? You didn't answer me. I was chit chatting before Nate rocked up.
Yes, I try
You go
it.
every day.
No, I wouldn't say every day. At least 4 times. 4 or 5.
4 times a week. You must be getting in pretty good shape.
No.
Hell yeah.
That's the thing.
Must
I've
be-
just
Do you
No,
still eat like garbage?
No,
Is that-
no. I decided when I came back from Brisbane that I'm gonna give up beer for a little while and see if that makes any difference.
And just stick to the spirits.
Are you going to cut down drinking, or are you just going to drink rum?
That,
No, rum's full of sugar. You can't drink rum. Vodka.
Yeah, that's worse.
Well, it's not. It's different. It depends. It doesn't have as many carbs.
Gin's probably the best alcohol you can drink.
Yeah.
In second of like.
Yeah, I got
red
told
wine,
that as well,
I'd
yeah.
say.
Yeah.
By who?
By me.
Did you go to the doctor? And you
Doctor.
okay, yeah.
Doctor Nathan.
You go to the
Doctor
doctor and
Dr.
you say,
Jinx.
and he says you should stop drinking, and you say, well, that's just not going to happen, Doc. So why don't we have a real conversation about what we can do?
All right. Well,
So are you on the red wines? Are you on the vodka sodas?
Vodka sodas currently, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I rock. Just because they don't give me as bad of a fucking scrangover. Gin gets me. I like gin, but fuck, it wrecks me.
gin
Fucks
doesn't.
my shit up.
Gin, I can handle gin quite well, but
Really?
we recorded.
They say it makes you sad. They say it makes you emotional.
No, it doesn't make me emotional. It gets me pumped up. It does the opposite. Or that juniper
Well, I don't
really
know
gets
that.
my blood flowing.
Gets your blood
Yeah.
flowing? Well, I like it.
Yeah.
It's my favorite liqueur, but I just can't drink it. It makes me... It fucks me
Well,
up.
I had like 2 glasses of red wine last night, and I was fucked. Like, I was drunk. And I was just sitting trying to play video games, and I was like full on just like absolutely
Well, they'd be-
woozy.
Like big glasses.
No, just like half, half a wine glass.
Were you hungover?
2 wine glasses. No, I wasn't hungover. I only had 2, but I just meant like I was drunk like so quickly. And it just like absolutely wrecks my shit.
That's a fun feeling, isn't it?
Wine sneaks up on you,
Yeah.
especially if you drink beer a lot. And if you do a lot of beer, wine and spirits can like sneak up on you pretty hard when you decide to switch to them, or you decide to have a rare occasion where you start on them.
Yeah.
But I went out for a couple of bevs, and I got these seltzers. A friend of mine shouted me a couple of brews because I was helping him move a few things. And I got these sort of mango seltzers, and I finished my second one. And I hadn't eaten that day, but I was just absolutely fucking buzzed. This is on Thursday.
yeah.
I was absolutely fucking swimming. And I went over to because it's all dark in this fucking bar, all moody and cool. And I went over to the thing, and I looked at it, it was like 9.5% these fucking
Fuck.
sessions. I was
Hell
like, oh, fuck. I'm fucking cool.
I've done that mistake before. I went to like a brewery with our friend Resty Troubled Mind. And
Check out episode 5 to learn more about risk.
I'm in the court.
And we just went there for like lunch or something like that, but we didn't get anything to eat. We ended up just drinking there. And they had these like lemon sour things, beers. They were delicious, so damn good. I had 2 of them, 2 pints of them, and I was like, oh, these they don't taste very alcoholic. But I started feeling pretty smashed very quickly, and I looked at they were 12%.
Ooh,
And I was
12%?
and I
That's
had to
like
go
a
to
liquor.
and I had to go to work, and
That's
I
a
had to go
liqueur.
to work in like the next like hour and a half. So I ended up having to get him. I ended up having to get him to drop me off to work, so because I could have. Like,
So you could be wasted while you
so-
That would have been a fun
work in the
shift.
kitchen.
I'm just scared that like
No, it's
sorry.
working drunk fucking sucks.
Uh,
You can't get anything done, but you also can't enjoy being drunk.
working drunk in a kitchen is I don't know. It's not too bad. It's just you
Sure,
get
it's a
hot.
little
You
bit
get pretty
sloppy.
hot though. Like that's
pretty
about it.
dangerous,
Like,
too.
and you sweat, but you usually sweat it out pretty quick. I guess it is.
Especially considering Nate's track record of juggling knives when he gets into the kitchen.
yeah.
Yeah, as soon as I get
Puts
in,
his
as soon
hands
as,
on a couple of
as soon as I used to
couple
get
of steak
I
knives.
used to get yelled at to stop doing that at work. So yeah.
You used to do it at work?
Yeah.
Why?
That was
Because you used
fun.
to get drunk and go to people's kitchens, namely
Ah!
mine, and juggle the biggest, sharpest knives you could, just to like fuck with people, just to make people be like, please
Yeah.
stop.
And I only cut
And they
myself
wouldn't
a
dare
couple
approach
times.
you.
Yeah.
Yes, you cut yourself plenty of times. And they wouldn't dare approach you because they were going to get a fucking errant drunk knife into the eyeball.
Yeah, I do remember that.
I remember like it was his party trick for a while there too. It just put all of us on edge.
Yep.
So annoying. Just put him down.
His party
It
trick.
was his party trick.
Start throwing trick. Yeah, starting
It was.
throwing knives
It really
around. Yeah,
was.
I still
Go-
do
go
it.
bonkers
I still
and
do
throw
it, but I
knives.
don't do it around anyone else now. Just around myself.
That's worse, probably. You just personally, do you do it when you're drunk?
No,
You're
I,
gonna die.
I,
That's how you're
I
gonna
don't.
die.
I just when I'm cooking, sometimes like, oh, I'm waiting. I'll just start juggling.
Right. I heard a chef the other day from my work describe. I haven't heard anyone call wine this in a long time. But he called wine plonk, which is a
Plonk?
great word, a great slang word.
You heard Plonk?
For
What,
wine.
really?
You've never heard plonk?
No, I've
never
heard-
I've
yeah,
never heard
that's-
plonk.
What?
I don't think
It's
I've
like
heard plonk.
it's like a
I haven't heard plonk in ages. It's mostly for like cooking wine, basically.
more like cheap
Okay.
wine.
Like shitty wine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plonk.
Cheap wine. He called it plonk, and I was like, that's the good shit. I haven't heard someone... I know it's a slang. I've heard it before, but I haven't heard someone say it in ages. And now I'm getting on it. I'm going to say Plonk or as much as possible.
Plonk, please.
Just on the Plonk, fellas. Let's change the name of the
Get
cast.
on the Plonk.
Get on the Plonk. That's our more sophisticated literary book club pod,
Get on the
where we talk, where we sip wine and talk about Chaucer.
what we're pairing with our reading material. And
Cheap as Plonk.
I've been reading On the Road again. That's On the Road,
Jack Kerouac.
again, Kerouac, yeah. He's not that good of a writer. He's kind of bonkers.
I've read that once when I was like 13 or 14, and I don't remember any of it. It's just like
He's a good poet.
Yeah.
He, you know what I mean, in short bursts, in sprints, but over the novel form, when he has to fill in all this information, he keeps writing and so on all the time.
and so on. Yeah, it's
Constantly
just like
and so on.
and so on. It just
It's
does some
like,
other
either
shit.
write it's like write the full thing or just cut it there. Just leave it, you fucking hack. Whatever, he's fine. I don't want to upset Jack Kerouac. He's gonna come for me.
I started reading some more Reacher books, and those are great.
Oh, fuck's sake.
It's just a
The only thing stupider than the Jack Reacher show is reading Jack Reacher
They're
books.
Right?
good.
Thank
can't
you.
Enjoy
Good books.
a huge jacked man.
Yeah, you can. He's very descriptive in the books. What's his? I can't remember the author's name.
So so he's really detailedly describing Jack Kerouac's muscular body.
Jack Kerouac? No, Jack Reaches. He's
Jack
way more.
Kerouac.
Jack
Jack
Reacher
Reacher.
would sandwich Jack Kerouac, like just make him into a cube.
Clap Jack Kerouac. Jack Kerouac would do some poems and then some fucking DMT.
Do you think that like there's some like
fucking up
underlying
there.
like
in a mental. But Jack Reacher is also incredibly smart, so he'd also partake in the DMT and also fight back with his.
But he's not as open-minded. It's about being ethereal and, inscrutable.
I guess,
which is
yeah,
what
true.
Jack Kerouac is. But okay, Jack Reacher, just the books that are very detailedly and vividly describing Jack Reacher's muscular physique sound a bit gay. I'm gonna
No.
They
It's
sound like
I was gonna
gay
say,
romance
like,
novels.
it's less gay, and it's
2
more
pages
admirable.
on Jack Reacher's nipples. It's admirable.
Yeah,
to it,
it's
man.
more like
Wow.
it's more like it's painting a beautiful picture of someone who is just in incredible shape.
of a really
Yeah,
muscular,
and it's not, but
shirtless,
not in a gay
shaved,
way. There's
shirtless
nothing
man.
sexual about it. It's
I don't think it can be in not a gay
Yeah.
way. I don't think you could possibly do that in a not gay way.
have you ever had a
dripping down his perky nibbles?
have you guys ever had a chat with someone like at a gym who is like really into like physique and shit and working out, and the way they
This is what I was trying to avoid.
Talk.
A conversation
Yeah,
about
yeah.
body mass.
Body mass, I love it.
But it does sound super gay because you just talk about dudes' muscles and how much you want to look. I get shown photos of people's muscles and be like, yeah, this is what I'm
Yeah.
going for. And I'm like, yeah.
But I will say, it's good to have you, Wes. We've
Yeah,
missed
we've
you for, I
missed
think
you.
it's 4 in a row
Yeah, man.
that we had to do without you because you've been a bit MIA, but it's good to have you
I've
back.
seen it. I'm looking like through the Discord at the moment, and there's a lot of like just nonsense, and I love it.
Catching
Yeah.
up.
Who's this? Who's this dude?
What did you expect?
No, I know. Yeah, I said I loved it. We got Power Rangers. We got some sort of ghoul person with a clock. We got some.
That's Elgar.
Yeah, that's Elgar.
Love that. Who's this? Who's this like fat dude with the fat nose and his yellow top, orange top? Sorry,
Orange
above the
stuff.
goblin person. Yeah.
That's the thumb, the human thumb.
What?
Oh, that man, if you listen to the episode, is a transphobic guy. You'll have to listen back to the episodes if you want to know more about this transphobic man. I think episode 10, we talk about him. It might be 11.
I think it's 11. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It was in the.
Well, listen to them both. They're both great. And just, start on 10, go to 11.
Wait, was it in the Power Rangers?
And
It was
you
in
get
the
the
Power
whole-
Rangers episode.
I guess so.
Yeah. So maybe it
But
was
he
12.
wasn't a Power... To be clear, he's got nothing to do with Power Rangers.
Just hates
He's a transphobe
hates
that hates
trannies.
libraries.
Hates libraries, does he?
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't call them that.
Yeah, I would call him that either.
Sweet Jesus.
Ugh. Anyway,
You're a simple country kind of guy, aren't you, Wes?
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that at all. I resent that as well, motherfucker.
Oh, you live on a farm, that's true.
It's like a 1 acre block. I wouldn't like necessarily call it a farm. I mean, you can if you want to.
is it out in the bush in a very rural area?
No. There's a town literally like 5 minutes away.
Yeah, but are you in that town?
Ooh, 5.
No, I am a cowboy. That is true. That's my alter ego.
A cowboy. You
Wesley
don't own a horse, though.
the 6-shooter Durst. And I
You don't own a horse,
ride-
and you also don't own a steel horse. So you can't.
But I do own a six string
that's true.
that I put on my back. That's part of the.
That was my 6 string.
Nah, man, that's mine now. You leave it. No,
Yeah.
it's mine now. Sorry.
That and there's no black cowboys, so you had to give it to him.
I've seen plenty of black cowboys.
Whoa.
I feel like-
well,
I feel like black cowboys
Alright,
have
Lil Nas X
way
changed
more
the
swagger than
record.
white cowboys. I'm not gonna lie. Like they just suit the
modern urban
yeah.
cowboys.
Oh yeah, have you seen those guys? Like riding horses, wearing their like urban drip, but also wearing a cowboy hat and riding like a fucking horse. They look sick. They look incredible.
Well, I didn't get as much backup from Wes as I thought I would get on the on my "There's no black cowboys" riff. Both of you just turned on me immediately. On that.
I mean, have you seen Blazing
Thanks for
Saddles,
that,
man?
man.
That's fucking.
That's an inappropriate movie. Now, Mr. Brooks.
No, it's not.
Well, he says it has the N word in it a bunch of times.
That's true, yeah. So I typed in like modern black cowboy, and it's just like come up with like female cowboys. What's going on? The internet.
Well, I
That's
think
probably
those
something to do with your
think you call those
search
cowgirls.
history preferences. Yeah.
let's say modern black cowboys. Huh?
Now this guy's got it going.
I'm immediately getting shirtless black dudes on horses, so there's obviously something going on with that.
Are you both searching this on Pornhub? What's the search engine you're using?
Here we
Seriously,
go.
look
Check
at
this
this.
guy out. Check this cool guy out.
All right, checking a cool guy out. Let's have a look. What is this? A fucking Google link? Just post the image.
Oh right. Sorry.
Here we go. I'll check these cool dudes out.
All right, let's. I'm not going to post any images. I'm not looking up black cowboys. Okay, these guys look dangerous. So Nate's just posted a picture of 2 black guys. They're each sitting on a horse, but it's nighttime. So the flash has captured the horse and the black guys, but it's just pitch darkness everywhere else. Just utter zero black
these-
every other.
Do you see homie on the right
of-
shirt? It's completely
Yeah.
shredded apart.
he looks sick.
It looks like he has been in a fist fight very, very recently.
This is-
It looks like he's very recently won a fist fight narrowly. He's also wearing a bandana covering the lower half
Yeah.
of his face. I mean, these dudes. If it wasn't for the cowboy hat that the other guy, the shirtless black guy on the left, was wearing, and the huge like Texas belt
Yeah, yeah.
buckle, they would just look like dudes who stole horses really recently. And, like,
Whoa!
I just
Oh,
black
about
people
that.
steal things sometimes in about a similar proportion as white people do. I'm sorry to break it to you,
maybe slightly more.
but that's just what it looks like. But my point is, they don't look especially like cowboys. They look.
Look at Michael,
I
dude.
reckon,
Look at him.
no,
He looks like a
Alright,
cowboy
yeah,
model,
okay.
actually. Look at him. He's like, yes.
He does. He looks
He-
just
no.
like an Indian guy I used to work with.
See,
Sanjay, big love, big shouts to Sanjay.
nice, yeah.
Man, that looks like him. That looks exactly like him. But Sanjay wasn't a black guy. It's just a black guy in a nice like blue.
See,
button
no,
down. This is such a boring picture.
This guy
He's got
on
a
the
white cowboy hat
yeah,
on
this guy on the
to prove
left
that he's a white
He's
hat.
way more of a cowboy to me than this guy. This guy looks like a cowboy in the weekends. This guy looks like
Well-
he knows exactly how to wrangle a horse.
Well, the shirtless guy in the picture Nate posted has a black hat, and this guy has a big white hat.
Exactly.
So I assume they're rivals in a western. Those are the bandits,
those
you know what I mean? They roll into
This is
town.
the guy who owns the. This is the.
And this is the
like the-
marshal, the U.S.
Well,
marshal,
I think
this
the
is
bottom
just
guy looks
the
like
ranger. It's just like
Yeah.
owns a property, and he's like
the Texas Ranger.
I was gonna say like
comes
the
out,
dude, like my dude that I posted looks like sort of the rich part of like the I guess the gang war
the rich.
where the guys at the top are just homies from the hood, you know, the cowboys hood.
Oh my god!
I feel like we should start writing this in a set because that Yellow Rock show is blowing up. Like that's become a really. But we should do like an urban version.
You mean Yellowstone?
Yellowstone, sorry. Yeah, well, Yellow Rock, same fucking thing.
An urban version. Sorry. So it's like The Wire, but everyone wears cowboy hats. And they all have
yeah, the
revolvers
wire,
instead of regular
the wire,
pistols.
but with black. I mean, the wire with black people. The wire, but like back cowboys.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
And they're still in the city. They're just in downtown Baltimore the whole
No,
time.
no.
Or
It's
we
like
said
it's like
out in Texas.
out in yeah.
I
out in
regret
rural
doing this,
parts.
but
It works. I'm telling you, it's $1 million idea.
feast your eyes on these.
Okay.
Okay.
Hang on,
Another
hang
picture
on.
incoming that Wesley pre-regrets. Oh, and he even has the chance to not post it. He even has plenty of
like,
time to think about what
No,
he's
no,
doing and not
they get
post it.
progressively get
I'm
worse
guessing
and
it's going
worse.
to be
Hang on.
okay.
Oh, it's just
Well, okay. The first one is just a very friendly-looking, in-shape black guy. He's wearing some jeans. He's shirtless. He's wearing a cowboy hat. There is a telling watermark in the bottom right
there it is.
that says blackandhung.com. Yeah, there he is. He's removed his jeans. Why is this minuscule. Where did you find this absolutely
Yeah,
tiny
the
picture?
tiny one.
But yes, he's naked in the next one. He's masturbating. So.
Oh god damn
It's, it,
it. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
okay,
okay.
it's just gay porn. We're just looking at gay porn
Now
now.
there's just gay porn. Yeah, were you just looking up gay porn? Because this isn't the same guy, to be clear. This isn't the continuing thread.
Yeehaw.
This is two white guys fucking in the back of the U. And yes, the caption says,
Ye
ye roll.
That's pretty good. I don't know. That's pretty funny.
So I assume, I can't see his penis because he's balls deep in another man.
It's also a tiny photo as well.
I assume he's not wearing a condom.
it's a tiny for you
From,
guys.
what I gather. Yes, they're absolutely minuscule. These.
It's fine for me. Really? Oh.
Oh, they're fine for. They're huge on the 50-inch.
Man, I can see.
I got them
I can see the
streamed on the.
You can see the veins in that motherfucker's penis, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, I can't.
Well,
It's but I think it's more artsy when it's smaller because it's like you can't really tell if they're having
Artsy.
sex or not.
It's very tasteful.
Yeah, it's more tasteful.
And, yeah, subtle.
In the back of this pickup truck.
Do you reckon there'd have to be like an audience for like tasteful artsy gay porn, right? It has to be.
Yeah,
definitely.
What?
Well, there's tasteful, artful straight porn, so I assume there's got to be tasteful, artful gay porn as well.
I don't think they call it porn. I think they just call it art.
I think they call no, isn't
I think they
isn't there a
consider it a
term for it?
mishmash.
Met art or something like that? Isn't that it? Which is just nude.
Just new.
art.
I don't know. I'll be honest.
Well, I typed in tasteful gay porn, and it's just dudes
No,
just ramming each other. I'm not. I don't know what I expected, to be honest.
And there's the caption: "Guy gets fucked so hard he can taste it." And
Yeah, probably. Or like,
you can taste it in the
man
room.
gets full load, gets a taste of a full load first time, or something like that.
It's a taste, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
It's a taste of full.
Yeah.
Yes, the world is sinking into a degenerate pit. That's for sure.
You saying calling homos degenerates, man?
No, I'm saying that even when you try to find tasteful art pornography, you can't find it anymore. It's all just jackhammer ramming. no matter your
It's
orientation.
true. It all just evolves into jackhammering at one point.
So
It might
just-
start off tasteful, but it just goes to jackhammering.
Doesn't even start off tasteful anymore. It just turns into meat slamming against each
I don't
other.
know.
Just grab 2 steaks from the fridge and just slap them together. That's the.
You know what I feel like
I
is
don't know,
really missing?
I don't know what's tasteful about 2 ball sacks. Sorry, go on.
What's tasteful about 2 ball sacks? It's
Yeah, I don't know how
I
you.
guess.
I don't know.
fucking
I don't know how you get that. Anyway, go on.
I was going to say, you know what's missing in porn these days is the funky music that plays in the background during scenes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah, it's too quiet now. It's too quiet. You need something to like something to groove to. Well, yeah.
Too quiet.
What are you talking about?
Well, the silence speaks too loud.
I'd love
when
to be able
it's
to hear like the breaths.
like yeah, but you can hear that, and then also like a and it kind of works. Like, you know, if you fit in the moans with the groove, damn, that's art. I'm coming up with fantastic ideas right now.
You can like
I've
boned up.
got
over
to
there,
write
or-
these down. I got to write these down. Then new wave porn.
Write them down. I think porn's hard to keep the costs low. I don't know that there's that much money in it if you're doing these big productions with synchronized audio tracks that you've had to compose yourself.
Oh, I think I'm just honestly just referencing like probably. You guys know what porn music videos are?
Yes, PMV.
Yeah. We've actually talked about that.
previously. Episode 4, I believe. If you're,
Well, I just want
gotta
to
revisit.
I want to do that, but like a full length movie of it. So like, rather than just edit down scenes and where it fits with the music, have a actual score that is for this specific thing.
a score. Okay, so is it one sex scene that's like a feature, like 2-hour-long sex scene, or is it a whole story with the porno, with the characters talking and dialogue?
Think Baby Driver, but porn.
Okay.
You know how everything's syncopated in that to like beats and music, like everything.
Yes, but but
That's-
there are parts where there's not music playing and Kevin Spacey is talking.
Yeah, then I guess we find a way to put those in.
Cut.
Do you
He
reckon
goes and he
do you reckon there's a Kevin Spacey?
rapes a child.
Kevin Spacey porno
What?
out there?
Kevin Spacey probably features a lot of children, so I don't want to watch
Was
it.
he a pederast? Is he?
Is he not?
I don't know. You're telling the story, man.
So he had sex with like a 14-year-old boy when he was like 20,
Right.
20 something,
30s.
or 30s, yeah.
I don't know fucking how old he was specifically,
But still,
but he
yeah,
wasn't a
but he
child
wasn't a
as well.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. And then he came out gay like the next day when that came out.
The next day, yeah. And then, did you ever see that really, really fucking bizarre video he made as his character in House of Cards?
No.
No.
So he just unsolicited made this video around Christmas time that year that was just like, you thought I would just go away? You thought I would just disappear? I'm not done yet. I guess there's a hope to get people excited, like being like, I wish they would bring him back on House of Cards because they just cancelled the fucking show. And I suppose he thought if I can drum up a little sort of excitement that maybe the show's coming back, people will prove that people will still watch it.
But people were just like,
even though I'm a terrible monster.
boo!
People were like, this is weird as fucking hell, man. It's like vague southern threats.
So what's he?
This
Is he
guy.
just like? Is he just nuts? Like, what? Like, is it heaps of like drug abuse, or he's just crazy?
What? Spacey?
No,
No, he's not crazy. He's just a child molester.
Yeah, there's nothing crazy about
There's no mitigating factor.
There's
He's
no
just a bad
excuse.
man.
That doesn't sound like there's something that would
just
do
fucking-
that a sane person would do.
Well, I suppose.
guess.
You can't. I don't think you can start diagnosing everybody
not.
with like some form of
Don't have to look
degeneracy.
too
Like,
much
that's
into
what
it.
they used to do to like people who were
curious
gay
if
back
he's
in
nuts
the
or if
day.
he just loves these drugs. Like, what's the go?
Neither. He's just a
No,
dick.
Alright.
He just did
Alright.
did
That's it.
Yeah, he just did all the
All you have to
kid.
say is that, and then
Okay.
we can move on.
We did, and you rejected. You
What do you
said
mean?
no. And
Yeah,
you're like, nah.
You're like, yeah, you did. You're like, no, it doesn't
roll the
sound
tapes
like.
back.
You know, we
Yeah,
want to run
you're
the tape back.
Nah.
You're like, no, it doesn't. It just doesn't sound like something a normal person would do.
Kevin
Like-
Kevin Bacon wasn't in Footloose, motherfuckers.
Kevin Bacon.
Family Guy reference, don't worry about
Are
it.
you okay? Are you? Oh, okay, all right.
Stop making Family Guy jokes in the pod.
Don't got to do. Anyway, pedophilia is not okay, ladies and gentlemen.
That's true. Now a word from our sponsor, Justin Roiland. Ooh, I'm Atlanta drunk, everybody. Ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna get out of this one.
I'm
Oh.
Rapey McRapeyson, the new Rick and Morty character.
Ooh, I'm stick my dick in her. I'm gonna go stick my dick in her. Oh, I shouldn't be doing this. I'm a bad boy. Maybe we should do Rick and Morty. Interdimensional cable, eat your heart out.
Continue with the show, right? Like the show, like he is a fucking creep, but like he does most of the voices. They should just can it, right?
I guess. I mean, I don't. If they want to do one, if they
thought-
have the season
I-
or whatever, like all prepped and like
Yeah, release
pre-animated
it
or
after
whatever.
that.
Like if they have heaps of
I-
shit. Do 1 or 2 seasons or whatever you've got on the fucking books, but then just
But I disagree with the voice thing though, because there's so many people who can do perfectly fine Rick and Morty impressions.
Yeah, but it's his
And
voice and his.
They can easily
character.
recast. Yeah, but we actually did we already talk about this at one point?
Yes, we
did.
already talked about this. If you want to
And
go
you-
back episode 11, we talked about this. But there's no way for them to make the show without him making money, surely, as well. He co-created it and shit. There's no way they wouldn't be able to get away with not paying him any royalties if they continue doing the show. So that is another reason that you probably shouldn't do it.
Correct.
Well, what's your favorite position then, Nate? Do you have a go-to? Do you have a little one that's a little bit of a treat?
Like artistically,
Well, we can go through all
or
the
just
categories.
like primal.
First one, then t'other.
I'm trying to. I think just. I don't
It's
really
just
know.
missionary.
I don't
Isn't
know.
it? Just say it.
It's all.
Say
It's all.
missionary.
man.
It's just no, but it's all. When you just look at it for too long, it's just all meat. It's just
Oh
all
my
meat
God.
slapping. It's just so skin. I don't know.
It doesn't make a difference.
Maybe
to
just
you?
like maybe. But I'm trying to think of like what shot I've seen. You can't look at any of the new pornos, like anything that's post like 2006, because it's all the same. They all do the same shots. They all follow the same formula. You have to look back to like the 80s and 90s.
Good.
The good shit.
Okay.
That's where all the interesting angles are. They also do this really thing where when the guy's coming, they always just slow pan up to his face
No razors either.
and stay on it
No
for a
razors,
good
motherfucker.
10 seconds.
Well, they.
Love.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that. Razor.
No razors.
No razors?
Razors. Razors.
I don't know what that is.
What do you use to shave your? What do you use to shave your
saying
face? You
it.
fucking dumb motherfuckers.
Oh,
my-
razors.
Oh, no, razors.
Razors.
Why did you say
No
why is it
razors.
free love?
Fucking idiots.
No razors.
What the fuck does
Just
free
fucking
love mean?
What
does
keep
free
a
love
nice little
mean?
bush out there, It doesn't matter. I don't know. Fucking idiots.
Yeah. Oh, we're idiots.
Dude,
I don't
yeah,
think
don't
I'm not the
Actually,
one who
no
couldn't
laser.
fucking understand what
Oh,
a
no
razor
laser.
was, you fucking idiots.
you keep saying
I thought you
razors.
meant like Yeah, but with no fucking. He said there's no, it was just free love.
Means
No
that they had a nice
racism.
fucking bullshit. They didn't shave it, you dickheads. Jesus Christ! I've been gone for like
I
4
know,
episodes,
I
and you guys
caught
got
up
dumber
already.
somehow. I'm gonna put you in a room with fucking
Turned
Kevin
into
Spacey and that other clown,
Justin
Crazies.
Roiland is the other clown?
Oh no,
Rustin Joyland.
Rustin Joyland.
Firstly, only
Rustin Joyland.
Rustin Joyland, only to you are they crazy. To us, they're just scumbags. But you seem to think they have some kind of terrible mental illness that they need.
It's crazy.
That they need help for.
I
Looney
don't
Tunes.
think they're not scumbags. I never said that. I'm just
But they're also crazy scumbags.
yeah, they're cool.
But they're
Cool
also
dudes. What are you
crazy.
talking about?
Cool dudes. Well, we're gonna make our new animated show starring what Rustin Joyland
dudes.
and
Cool.
Spevin Casey.
Cool dudes.
Detective Spevin Casey. It's called Cool Dudes. So, back to what we were talking about before the whole razors kerfuffle. What's your favourite position to do to actually perform?
I actually didn't. I didn't
yourself?
get off track. It was him
To actually
talking about the
perform?
fucking pornos in the 70s and 80s. Don't.
That's true. That was
Yeah,
a
because I'm
tangent.
trying to think of the shots. Okay, probably just reverse cowgirl. That's
It took
Easy,
you that
okay.
long to say
That's
that?
it.
Are you serious? Like that's not
That's
normal.
not-
That's not
that-
like it's not unusual. Like it's pretty fucking hell.
that's not a lazy. That's not a
I didn't
lazy
say that.
position. You have to use.
I said it.
No.
right.
Dom did.
Right.
Dom said it's lazy.
No, I don't know.
First
about that.
cowgirl is not lazy. That's you have to generate a lot of power from the bottom. You have to hoist. You have to hold them up. That's a lot of. There's a lot of effort that goes into it.
Okay. It seems a little impersonal. You don't like regular cowgirl. They like it when they turn around and
I like
get the ass. More of an ass
I like
man.
both, but I'm more of an ass man.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
So like it's prime boost, yeah, and then it's boom. I'm busted. I'm busted straight away. Like 10 seconds. You need to finish me off. That's
Get
it.
your face out
Done.
of the fucking frame. You want to finish Nate off?
That fucking paper bag.
Stop
fucking
fucking
Don't
looking at
fucking
me.
look at me.
spit in my face.
And what about you, Wes?
Spit in my face.
Like 69 is pretty fun.
Really? I'm not a fan.
Really?
I avoid it when I
I
can.
like. Yeah.
What?
You avoid it. So,
No, 69.
is there any position where like they suggest to do 69 and you're like, just let me go check something real quick.
Need to
and
return
I'll
some
be right
videotapes.
back." And then- yeah.
No, I just bust on command. I just go, sorry. It's 269.
You just pinch a nerve in your fucking leg. You bust.
Yeah, so
I'm
skill
done.
I've honed
I
over
finished.
many. Yeah, I'm very zen.
Clean yourself up.
Meditated on a mountain for many months to be able to do that. Yep, and then I just bust and money's on the dresser. Fucking get out of here. But
What's yours,
69
then?
is too many moving. It's too much going on at once. It's like a.
What?
It's like a Wallace and Gromit contraption. There's like people are pulling
What?
levers and
It's
switch.
like there's like
you ever,
two
like, done
things
it
going
before?
on at once.
Yes, I've done it
things.
before,
I
and it's like a
don't know
Dr.
that you
Seuss
have,
machine, like the Cat in the Hat's
What?
operating all these
Talking about?
dials.
There's too much. He doesn't know what to do with his hands. His
Yeah,
hands are
there's
constantly moving.
all
He
this
doesn't know where to
different shit
put
happening.
them.
There's like crazy music.
I'm sorry,
There's
I'm
smoke and steam, like
Crazy
colored smoke
music.
swirling out of different places.
It's like a
Not a fan of 69.
mad magazine.
Are you having sex with a fucking
Yeah, yeah.
Undertaker?
I don't know how
Doc-
you got
Doc
to there
Ock.
from that. Doc Ock's a better one.
Just
yeah.
a lot of smoke coming up with places. Just music appearing out of nowhere.
We should move in together as roommates, Nate, just so I can do the bit where every time you have a girl over, I dress up as the Undertaker and then I blast his theme, and I'm about to burst into the door. Just all right. But sometimes I get more elaborate. And I rise up from under the bed. Sometimes I'm already waiting. I'm already
I need
waiting,
to wake you.
and then I tombstone pile drive you, and,
I like to.
and then
No,
just go back to
no. You
hanging out
tombstone
with
imagine-
pile driver like his penis into Snatch.
the-
the
Snatch.
jackhammer.
Well, I like to think I go in and I hit the girl a few times, like the wrestling hits that daze them.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
put her into the jacket,
Yeah.
and I put her in the
I'll tell
jacket
you,
position. Then I
It's the
get
real
Nate
though. It's
up
real.
the
No,
ladder.
again.
There's no fake.
Leave.
Oh my god!
I like to imagine it's always when I'm about to climax, and then like I just hear the music, but I always like try to like, but somehow when I'm about to do it. So it's never the same time. It's like I try to hold it off as long as
So
possible.
tantric.
And I just like I'm about to climax, and I just like I'm sorry. and then it's just dong.
I'm wearing the hat. I got the fucking big trench coat on.
I just stare.
But he's like buck naked. He's got like a giant erection.
It's just the
open
trench
trench
coat.
coat, the hat,
yeah.
naked otherwise. Yeah, that sounds legal.
Like your face is that Randy Orton face. No, it's your face.
That's a classic face. Randy Orton's theatre skills are absolutely sublime. Fucking mwah. That guy's ability to work a crowd from a distance.
Hell yeah.
Agreed.
The guy knows how to do it.
Thanks.
Shout out, Randy Orton.
Orton. Is he still on the roster? Is he still wrestling?
I think so.
I think so.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Still RKOing out of nowhere? I haven't kept up. I know the Shield is still intact.
Yep. Still at it. It's looking great for 42. Damn.
We're looking up Randy.
Still well.
Well, he has to keep looking great, otherwise he loses his job. Are there any wrestlers that just got cut
That's
because
true.
they couldn't stay in shape or they didn't stay in shape?
I think it's more. I don't think it's about how you look. Like if you've got the bod, I think it's more about the
It is.
performance.
It is more these days, though.
No,
definitely,
definitely.
John Cena needs to maintain his physique to be the golden
Look at
boy.
Mick Foley. Like he's just a fat slob, but like he was just did all this hardcore shit.
Yeah, but 90s wrestling was like wild though.
Yeah, 90s there was
I
only
don't really
like
care
4
about too much
muscular
about
guys.
physique.
It was kind of like a gimmick to be muscular.
like the Rock. And
No, he was.
yeah, he was. What do you mean? He was buff as fuck. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but he was
What?
when they started to be sort of more normal that those guys would look like that. It started
The
to be
Rock
more
was in the 90s.
standard. Yeah, and that was the tipping point. That was when it started to tip that way.
Nah, I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Whatever.
More men
Whatever.
wanted to see more rocks like those water. What do you call them? Slab abs.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, neither. What the fuck?
Completely lost about what you're talking about.
Washboard abs.
Washboard
The men
abs.
wanted to
Oh,
see
of course.
washboard. I said,
Course, Dom.
Fucking hell.
Washboard
I said
abs were so
slab.
dumb.
Water slab. That was what I said.
Shut up.
Water slab. Fucking idiots. And what's been happening in your month off, Wes? We haven't caught up much. What's the highlights?
Probably my trip to Brisbane, I'd say, man.
Yeah.
Saw Chili Willy.
And saw Post Malone as well?
A little underwhelming, Chili Willy, but
Oh, really? What's the
Yeah.
lineup? Is it still the 3 originals and whoever the guitarist is, or?
no, it was Frusciante, man.
Oh, really? The original?
Yeah. Well, not
Oh,
the original,
damn.
but
Oh,
No,
is he
yeah,
not
not
the
the
original?
original's
guitar-
dead.
Yeah, I thought so.
no, yeah.
But Flea was there, and
No, he's like
Anthony was
came in-
there, and Chad,
man, yeah.
Chad on drums.
Yeah, man.
Challenge drums.
It's good stuff. It was pretty amusing. Someone got knocked the fuck out right in front of us, so that was like probably the highlight of the night.
Really? What?
Um,
Accidentally, or was there an altercation over
yeah.
whether or
the
not
two
Stadium
boys-
Arcadium was the best album?
Oh yeah, they were just like, no, Flea cock isn't circumcised. No, bro, bro. That's what it was over.
Probably is. So how to get knocked out? Regale me with a tale.
No. So like, I wasn't watching, so I was like standing up and like.
So you just saw an
filming.
unconscious man? You're just like, oh shit.
Yeah, well, yeah. So like, I was filming, and the person I was with next to me like tapped me on the. It said, look at that.
Dick.
And literally, it was like old boy was just laying down, like, knocked the fuck out. Went nights.
Did he go too hard?
Maybe 7 a nap.
No,
Yeah.
no, he just fucking some dude clocked him right in the face, one punch.
Oh. What?
Yeah.
Why? Do you know why? Did you ever riddle out the source of the
Well, like-
altercation?
Well, no, like there was like 3 rows in front of us, and there was a fucking live band playing. I didn't give it was funny for about 3 seconds, and I went back to watching the band.
You said it was the highlight of the night.
Did
Yeah,
anyone
yeah,
help
I mean-
the unconscious guy? I mean,
Well, yeah, of
or did
course,
everyone
like
go back
security.
to...
Everyone
the way you tell you to say,
everyone
well,
just looks at it for a few seconds, then just goes back to the. It's just dead
There are
silence
metal
for like 3
concerts where
seconds.
shit like that goes down.
It's actually like the opposite at metal
Yeah.
concerts. Like if someone gets knocked down, everyone
Sometimes.
rushes to get them back up.
Sometimes.
No, most of the time.
most
Probably
of the time.
95% of the time.
95% of the time.
Yeah, but the
it's
other
like
5% of the time, it's always metal concerts. It's not like shit's getting out of hand at the fucking Boy and Bear show.
Oh, I've seen.
that. Yeah, but those guys are
Yeah.
pussies.
No.
Bro, but actually, it's probably the
Them and
worst.
trap
The worst
and
is it's
shit.
probably at like
Yeah,
rap concerts.
yeah, that's true.
and
You
shit
got
like
me
that.
there.
Those
It's like
yeah,
hard rap concerts.
those are fucking Those are
Those are
hectic.
pretty fucking wild. Too
Everyone-
commercial. Everyone's
Yeah.
all about the money and not about
Yeah,
the
too
love,
commercial, yeah.
baby. but metal's not
Or
popular.
Limp Bizkit concerts.
Is are Limp Bizkit concerts infamous? Are they?
Yeah, I think they've had a few
Oh my
deaths
god!
at
I'd
their
feel bad
concerts.
if I was in Limp Bizkit. I'd be like, don't crush each other's skulls, please, while we perform.
You'd feel
Yeah,
bad.
would you not?
Well, there was this. Yeah. Well, there was this like one. You know the song "Break Stuff"?
Yes. Stuff meaning people's spines. Yeah.
Break Stuff. Yeah. The song. It's a banger of a song. There was one gig where there was like this. I think it was in Big Day Out in like 2004 or something. And
In Australia.
there was this huge. There was like yeah, in Australia. There was heaps of people, like thousands of people, and they were all huddled together. And heaps of people were like basically, couldn't breathe and shit. And some person went like under at some point, and the Limp Bizkit were just like, oh, like let's just like try and calm down a bit, like spread it out. And then like maybe 2 minutes later, they're like, all right, now we're gonna play Break Stuff. Let's go. And then it's like, and then someone died. And someone fucking died immediately.
Damn.
Yeah. So, but every single metal concert I've been to, I've been knocked down probably like twice. I think in the entirety, and immediately like I got fucking yoinked. Like I got whiplash. I got yoinked back
Dangerous.
off the ground so quick.
Sounds like the cure's worse than the disease there. Well-intentioned
Yeah.
whiplash.
It gets you pumped.
Gets you pumped.
Because you're like, there's this like minute of like this 1 second of scaredness where you're like, oh shit, I'm on the ground. There's heaps of people jumping around me, and then all of a sudden you're back on your feet. And you're just like, whoa, damn. But yeah, whoa, yeah. I turned into Keanu Reeves.
Just stop enjoying the music for a full 3 seconds.
Whoa.
So what's the best show you ever saw? If Chili Peppers were underwhelming, Wes, you must have a few under your belt now. Who's your all-timer? Who's the top show?
Mine's probably the same as Nathan's.
Yeah. I don't know what that is. Say it out loud.
Oh, man.
I was about to say it if you shut up.
Say it. Say it.
Is it? Wait, I'm gonna guess. Is it in 2010?
Yeah, Muse, my first ever concert. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Your
Yeah, Muse in
first
2010
concert?
was pretty
So
insane.
you've never topped
was
it. You've
really...
never gone higher.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think.
Really?
Yeah, it was incredible. It was an incredible show.
Damn.
And as we were both big fans of the band, and the set list they played was insane. Like it was so good.
They would have only had one album out of the time, surely. Two,
Like-
maybe.
They had like 5 out.
When did Muse start getting in the game?
6? Yeah.
I thought they were like a
1999.
2008 band. Oh, really? Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Okay.
999.
Their
bad,
best
Muse.
album came out in like 2001.
Okay, well.
So like that's the album they're most famous for. Oh yeah, I'd say. Origins of Symmetry would probably be their best album. I
Yes,
think.
Muse is very important to us here at Get on the Tools, I guess.
Hey, it's important to.
He says that
Disparagingly,
he says
yes.
that ironically, but they actually are. This is the new this is the new
Muse pod,
Muse
yeah.
podcast.
Get on the Muse.
But no,
Yeah.
that was an incredible show. The stage like setup was insane. They had these 3 massive fucking towers.
Insane
That, like-
visuals. Yeah, it ticks all the boxes. Like the sound, like the mixing was good. They were all jumping around. The energy was good. The visuals were good. The stage was
It's a
good.
shame that
It was
Muse
like
was
10 out of
playing,
10, 100%.
Ah,
They do get a lot of hate.
They
though.
do.
I don't understand it.
'Cause
I
they
don't
suck.
understand it. They don't suck. They're like one of the best like prog rock bands
well,
for sure.
I don't think I'm gonna
Yeah.
back
They're like-
myself into a corner on this
like-
one against the
Yeah,
two of
exactly.
you.
Like probably like the top 3 bands in the world at the moment.
What? Ooh.
Oh, I don't know
Bands,
about
I
at the
suppose.
moment.
Bands aren't really hot
Yeah.
anymore. It's all about
Actually,
solo
maybe-
artists.
Maybe 5 years ago.
Yeah, maybe 15. Yeah,
15. 2006 was a big year, to be fair, for Muse.
yeah,
That
which
was like-
was
was it
17
2006?
years ago.
Oh, no, 2009, sorry. When Twilight came out, Supermassive Black Hole
Yeah,
kind of like...
Supermassive Black Hole
shot
to
them
the
in-
baseball scene.
Yeah. Which is still a banger.
The
Still
scene,
shreds.
or- yeah.
Oh, the song.
Did they play it in
End of the
2010? I would be surprised if they didn't.
Is it one of their regular songs?
It must be
Probably.
now.
It's like-
Must have been at the time.
No, I think it's like one of their main songs that they play in set lists. I'm pretty sure it is. So they still
What's
play
that?
it all the
What's
time.
that?
Supermassive Black Hole.
Oh yeah, that's staple.
Yeah.
A Muse standard.
staple.
Yeah, sure.
Any other questions
Well, like-
you'd like for us to answer about Muse, man? Or?
To be fair, it used to be cool at their gigs because they would play their set lists were always all over the place. Like they wouldn't play the same set list
okay.
twice.
Mix
So
it
they would
up.
always like sneak old songs in with the new ones, and so it would be really exciting. But apparently, recently they've been playing basically the same set list over and over again. So it's a bit disappointing.
Down to the sweet science. You asked if I had any other questions, by the way, a moment ago, Wes. I haven't asked any questions about Muse. You're just talking about them. You just keep saying things about Muse. I'm not asking you about them at all.
What's the best gig you've been to?
Yeah.
Look, I'm not that much of a music sort of guy, so I don't have too many under the belt. There are a couple standouts. Maybe Kanye. When I saw him a big day out, he had a really hot list. That was ages ago. That was before Yeezus and stuff. When was that? That was before Life of Pablo, I think. I think it was just before Watch the Throne. I think it was 2012.
No, wasn't that the Yeezus tour? No.
No, it was before Yeezus. Before it was, I'm pretty sure it was before Ends in Paris, even. Way back then. But he had heaps of bangers. So, and that's my favorite Kanye, that era. Before he was a Nazi and before he did weird, just
that makes
like
sense.
that was my favorite Kanye. The first 3 albums, Registration, Dropout, whatever the other one is, I can't remember. I'm such a huge fan. I'm just, but those are the best. So he played all those fucking bangers. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, 808s and Heartbreaks. He played that album as well. So that might be the best one I've ever been to. But a sleeper hit that I saw was British India. They really surprised me. That was such a good fucking band to see live.
India.
I saw them at Group in the Move in 2009.
Literally the last thing I expected you to say.
Well, I'm not a big fan of them, but live they were so fucking good. Shouts the fuck out, British India. You nailed it, guys. You turned up that day. You turned up.
I'm trying to think of what like the second one for me is.
I've also seen Fleetwood Mac, which was low key, but God, they got some good ones. Just before Chris McVie died. R.I.P. Shouts out. But they had some good tracks. Fleetwood.
Oh, actually, my second would probably be North Lane. Seeing them, that was probably the most hectic gig I've been to. So that's probably why it's so memorable. It's because I've never been that fucking busted after a gig, and like where I'm just so sore just from being thrashed around in a pit all the time. And they just played banger after banger, and it was just like no rest. It was just moshing for like an hour and a half. And Sleep Token opened for them, and they were really great live as well. Incredible voice, incredible singing. The guy doesn't miss.
Yeah, people have heard of these bands for sure.
If you're into the rock metal scene, you would have fucking definitely heard of
Thornhill were fucking really
sure.
good. It's probably not my second.
Thornhill were great too.
And
good Aussie band. Great Aussie band.
And Nova Twins.
Nova Twins, yep. Good British band.
Sick.
Super bunch of powerful women.
Yeah. What happened to
awesome.
What happened to Aussie hip hop? It had a bit of a golden era around with 360. I know it's still a
with
thing.
360
was at his peak.
I thought you were gonna like say
the Hilltop or Bliss and Esso.
I thought you were gonna say Hilltop Hills or Bliss and Esso, or even like what's Draft?
Draft, yeah. They kind of overtook Hilltop as the poster boys for that. But my point is, when 360 was doing it, those guys were also all doing it as well. But they had like a longer run than him, so it's a more precise time for me to point that to like when 360 was on top. Specifically,
like
but that's when people were just like banging Aussie hip hop. But I haven't heard it really at all since. Like they don't play it in stores anymore. I don't hear any. The Clown Prince, it doesn't get bumped. What happened? I just want to know.
I'm not gonna lie. I've never been a fan of Aussie hip hop.
Well, no, I don't think anyone's been a fan of Aussie hip hop. It's gross. It's just grimy music. Are you a fan of Aussie hip hop, Wes?
No, I'm not. No, God no. But I know there's a massive following for it, though. I wouldn't say no one.
We can't find any of them. I haven't met anybody who likes
I could name like probably 5 at least.
You hang out with the worst kind of degenerates, though.
I resent that. That's 3. 3 strikes, you're out, motherfucker.
3, I'm out, am I?
You're out.
Yeah.
Whatever, bitch.
And it's no one that you. It's probably no one that you know. Actually, one of them is a friend of ours, a school friend. He's a chippy, and he's fucking grown into Aussie hip hop.
Really? That sounds like something he would have started to do ironically, and then just slowly turned into a man who genuinely likes Aussie hip hop.
I think it's mostly he probably just listened to Triple J at like work, and then we just heard the songs.
He hates Triple J these days.
Classic Aussie tradie, just like listening to the radio all fucking day.
Yeah. But no, I reckon that's how it started, though, is that he would have listened to Triple J and just heard the songs. And then, because that's how we liked Bring Me the Horizon.
No.
It was like mantra.
Because he Sorry, go on.
He used to hear it on Triple J, and he's like, I don't mind that song. It's not bad.
No, he got an Aussie hip hop because of the roommates at the time constantly played it.
Ah, true. That makes no sense.
Yes, he doesn't agree with Triple J's left politics. He's a hardline conservative.
I don't agree with Triple J's choice of music these days. It's fucking garbage.
Rubbish, isn't it?
They
Yeah.
don't play anything.
I quit on it a long time ago, I'll be honest with you.
It's just the same. The fact that there were like 6 or 4 or 5 whatever Spacey Jane songs in the Hottest 100 this year, they all sound the fucking same. I can't stand it.
I don't even know what that is.
I wonder how many votes
they're
they
just like
get.
this sort of indie, sort of just
Like on the way down to Brisbane. What?
Just all that. I'm just going to have to cut all of this where we just
Why?
interrupt each other 6 times in a row. Sounds like garbage. Okay, Wes, you were saying?
Well, no, it's just I don't understand how like people our age still get excited for it. You know, like it's just
The Hottest 100.
Yeah, it's just for the teenagers and hipsters. You know.
yeah, we moved.
Maybe, but
it's
at
moved
least
on.
we have nostalgia for it, because it's not like anybody listens to the radio at all anymore.
No,
'Cause
I
I
think-
wonder how many votes they get for the Hottest 100 at all. It can't be that many. I mean, I'm sure
I
it's
don't-
a few thousand, but
I'm just-
I'd
No,
be
I
surprised if
definitely-
it got above 50,000, honestly. But you can vote as many times as you like.
I thought you could only vote once.
No, you can just
Can you
keep
vote
voting.
multiple
You
times?
can just like smash it all day. So I bet there's people who just
Smash
go,
it all- jackhammer it all day.
this one. Yeah, just
Jackhammer, yeah. No art
See,
about
my
that.
nostalgia isn't the Hottest 100 itself. It's the parties that we used to go to and have. Wasn't that like the listening to it was the
being schwacked on MDMA and
well,
sinking brews while number 16 pops
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Not MDA back
that's
then.
true. You used to just have listening parties.
I've
was the main reason.
I've had a few fucking Australia days on the Molly, but I remember the Hottest 100 of all time was a banger album. I think Rage Against the Machine was number 2 on the Hottest
Number
100
one
of all
was
time.
Oasis or some shit, right?
Well, no, number 1 I'm pretty sure was Smells Like Teen Spirit, Nirvana.
The hottest 100 of all time.
Of all time.
When it went through like 20 years or whatever.
Yes.
I swear
Used to
it
have
was
the
fucking
CD
Oasis.
in our car. Well, I don't. I think it Smells Like Teen Spirit. Wes, do you have a
I'm
guess?
Googling- Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah.
Yes, and number 2
Oh, it
is
just smells like tea, sorry.
and number
Killing in the
2
name
is
of.
Killing in the
I'll just.
Name of-
I'll just read out the.
Oh, that's in
top 10.
2009. Wasn't there? There was another one.
No,
I swear there was a new one.
There was a hottest 100 of the decade. And that was
Yeah,
rubbish.
probably.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking. 20 years of Triple J's Hottest 100.
Yeah, well,
and
you're talking about the
Oasis
wrong
was the
fucking thing. Jeff
winner.
Buckley,
I didn't
Hallelujah.
realize there was 2 of them. I didn't know there was 2. Oh, now there's 2 of them.
It's getting out the van. Wonderwall got number 12 on all-time list.
Sardonia, number 18. Fucking oath. Bad respect for my boys.
Number 17, the Nosebleed
Yeah.
section by Aussie hip hop legends, Hilltop Hoods.
Damn.
No one got excited for that. all of our
Between-
listeners just
between
turned.
the two
Just
of you?
Yeah, let's turn it
Clicked
around.
off?
yeah, clicked off. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because the huge Muse fans would have loved the 10-minute riff about Muse.
Oh man.
Hell
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
That Nosebleed section is
That-
an objectively
Try-
good
if,
song. one
if
time.
even one of our listeners is into Muse, Muse fans I've noticed are fucking for some reason obsessed with the band.
Yeah.
Like
Sure,
they just
all or
love them.
nothing.
Over the top. Yeah. So if they're even one of them, then they're going to appreciate that section.
They're
like
probably going to
nothing
donate
else.
like $1,000 to us
Yeah.
now because of that.
Yeah.
Yes, if only there was a way for them to do that.
Oh, they'll find us. You can find me
It's the
at
bright side at 38. Do you reckon that's
Say your
that's
address,
a
Wes.
fine spot?
Say your whole address.
give me-
89 Street.
Okay, right. Well, that's not your address, but I'm going to have to beep it anyway. Because it is someone's address. It is someone's nana's address.
The one.
Someone's-
I'm looking at the decade now. The hottest 100 of the decade. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Tame Impala got number 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That was a bit.
it's
That would have been a bit of a flavour of the time, surely.
Tame Impala, then Goatseer, then Arctic Monkeys.
Nobody listens to that Gautier song anymore.
No,
Somebody
did
I used to
sometimes.
know.
Yeah,
I
that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
have not heard that played errantly for years. No one just slides that one onto the playlist. I haven't seen or heard
No
that
one
one for
cares.
ages and ages. I tell you who I still like that doesn't get any respect is MGMT. They were hot for a minute, and people don't put respect on that name anymore. But I still
Fuck
love
yeah.
their fucking shit. They still get some good,
Yeah.
smooth tunes.
Agreed, 100%. That's in the
What
sort
about-
of party sort of repertoire.
Yeah, I get MGMT.
All
Man, I
rounder.
haven't listened to them for ages. I still listen to like Justice and shit like that.
Justice is my
Justice?
yeah, fuck yeah, Justice is awesome.
Like they were kind of in the same sort of, I guess like French electro. MGMT were more like pop though, weren't they?
Yeah. Apparently they did it ironically, like they made the band ironically. I can't remember the story. A friend of mine told me.
I heard that too. That they did it as like
It's a joke. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a joke. It just being like, because it was like, it made sense and like, oh, it could. You're like, we may as well just sell out and make this shit, and like, ironically, and then they blew up. Anyway, what else?
Anyway, we only have a few minutes left on the show, and I thought we could go back and do some classic 4chan advice, just because we've been doing music very hard on this one, which is good to do a musical episode, but maybe we could polish off with a little 4chan advice. What do you guys think?
Yep.
Sounds good.
I mean,
the first
We'll have to introduce
anonymous,
Wes to. Oh, yeah.
We'll have to introduce Wes to IMD Bullseye sometime.
The IMD Bullseye sometime.
I mean, we can do that. We can do that instead. I haven't done that before.
Well, we did that last episode, and it's a long game.
Okay.
We don't have
It is a long game.
much time. So, how do I prove I'm not a robot or an AI? Any way that they can prove to themselves that they're not a robot.
Cut yourself,
Westworld
but
type
do it properly.
situation. Like really
No.
deep.
You do the Terminator 2 trick where the way he reveals that he is a robot. You cut off the skin from your arm, then rip it off, and then reveal that you do have, in fact, human bone underneath.
Okay. And how does that prove that he's a robot again?
That he's not a robot.
Oh, right. Okay, sure.
Because he's not an android. Yeah.
Sure, but he could be so sophisticated. Plus, you could program an android to recognize circuitry as normal human innards. You could have them look at that and go, "Oh, that's just normal." I think you want to know if there's an
But
empirical...
is he proving that other people are robots or that he's a robot?
He wants to know how he could possibly know he's not an AI or a robot of some kind.
Oh, that's how. Yeah, just no. Oh, true. There, so he has to know.
He has to know
Well, then
for sure. He needs to know if there's some kind of empirical test he can do. But I think we've stumped us early.
No, there's definitely something.
There's definitely one, but you can't think of it. Wes, can you think of the test?
I can think of it. Take a brick to the face, and if you die, like a bit of Home Alone 2 style.
Home Alone 2 stuff. Sure. So those guys are robots, is the theory?
No, have a friend throw a brick at your head. Well, I mean, how does he survive that brick?
He's just made of stone of stuff. Sure, he's made of a titanium alloy.
Man gets like 4 bricks lobbed at his head from like 3 stories up.
He's absolutely fine.
He survives that.
I mean,
he's
like robots don't sort of feel like incredible pain, though. You know, like not like
He could be programmed to think he feels it though.
Yeah, you could be programmed to think.
But like the pain of like burning your hand, but like of a real sort of like bad breakup. How would you be able to?
So heartbreak.
Yeah,
So
but like
there it is. Anonymous, fall in love. Is the
Yeah,
advice.
and
How do you know
then
you're
cut-
an AI?
Then
And then cut yourself in front of her.
cut yourself. Yeah.
And ask if she sees wires.
Yeah.
Did you see my ass?
2 years into a very serious relationship, just, yep.
Cut me!
You're a bad man. Okay, something a little bit of a change of direction here. I don't want to sound like one of those goofy-ass intellectual kids you meet in uni, but how do I sound more well-spoken? And how do I articulate my thoughts and not speak like a caveman? Any advice on sort of upping the vocabulary game?
Asking the wrong people.
Yeah.
Sure,
We
okay,
know
that's
good
out of our
words.
wheelhouse. When you find out, let us know, I think.
Like Drongo.
This person is just complaining about how they're a skinny manlet and women will never truly be attracted to them unless they're a prestigious STEM wage cuck sitting behind a screen in a fluorescent hellscape. And they just want to know what to do, but everyone has the same sort of advice.
What's their advice?
Get jacked and stop being a pussy.
No, kill yourself or become trans and let men have sex with you. Deal coke is the closest thing to any real advice.
True.
Become a cocaine dealer.
If you want to if you want to like get in close with women, deal some coke.
Cocaine. Okay.
That's the best way to do it. I
Great
saw that.
advice,
That was a plot point in a movie I watched where this guy
sure.
was getting married to a girl because he used to deal coke
Must
to
be
her.
real.
So, yeah. But the dude playing it was very handsome, though. So
Sure, he's got coming at it from both ends on that problem.
yeah.
How can I attract 18 to 22-year-olds? They're currently 26.
Yeah.
Um,
Go to clubs.
be hip.
Shave. Just go clean
Sure,
shaven.
like clean shaven. Do you think younger women prefer clean? They're not into beards.
Well, I feel like I don't know. I just
That's more of a preference.
I've noted. I think I've noticed that people like do that, but do the younger girls like older men though? I don't know.
Some do.
Because I've just noticed that a lot of people think that I'm a lot younger than I actually am, and maybe that's more enticing to them to hook up with me if they
If
realize
they think you're
that
about
I'm
the
not as
same
young.
age.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
definitely there's a subset of people who like especially women who like older men. That's sort of like a bit of a cliche.
Yeah.
There's quite a large subset of it. But 26 isn't that much older than 22 if you go to the top of this
It's
weird
like 4
range.
years. Yeah.
But what's this
18's
guy's
probably a
problem?
bit-
Is he just immature
18's a bit
so
young.
he wants a young
Probably,
woman?
Yeah, maybe.
Probably a fat slob.
This anonymous
Could-
asks, how do they make money from home? Which is a bit of a
Deal
weird
coke.
one.
Deal
to-
coke. Oh, but do it.
Great way to
Yeah. Deal
great
drugs.
way to get a girlfriend as well.
Easy money.
The last one that we'll do today is defending myself against robbers. I found someone suspicious lurking around my house at almost midnight last night. There was no legitimate reason for them to be there, and I got a bit spooked. How do I prepare myself properly in case someone tries something funny in the future? Home safety tips,
Yeah.
security. I know you're big on home security, Wes. What's your advice?
Here's what you do, okay? So,
We're ready.
Yeah, good. Got me on the spot here, man. So what I do is just... just let them have their way with them, man. Let them have their way with you. That's just the easiest, quickest
you,
way.
sure.
Yeah. Next question.
I mean, that's,
okay. I was gonna say you just have a bundi ready.
Have a
beside-
bundi?
At any
I
location.
don't know if that's
A
the most
bundi in
known-
every corner of your house.
In every
so
corner?
that you can at least.
But won't
yeah,
they get a
so that
bundi
you
as soon
always-
as they enter? As if you...
Yeah, that makes it a good story.
Oh, okay,
It's like-
right. A bundi.
Yeah, because then you get a cool story. You get a bit of a battle out of it. You know, it's not just you're just not caving some man's skull in. You're just-
Some innocent guy. He's armed.
There's a chance. There's a chance that you might get
Get
your skull caved in as well.
But that's
But-
just how you live on the edge.
But you're just gonna have to practice. You're gonna have to train with the bundi every other day. You're gonna have to get some watermelons.
Okay.
So yeah.
Train is that's actual advice, is practice at self-defense. The bundi, by the way, do you want to explain what you mean by that? Because I don't know if that's a super common term.
Okay, true. It's not. It's just a big stick.
I think
Effectively.
It's an Aboriginal term for like a.
It's like a certain
basically
shape.
a club.
Yeah.
a bundi could be like a bat or something.
Certain
Sure.
type of club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in a more
a
sort of
cricket
loose
bat.
sense, yeah.
See, there it is. You hide bundis, but they're like
Yeah.
different sort of objects, so they're never like the same.
Right.
So they might look at it and be like, I don't know if I can use that as a weapon, but you know that
you
can
know,
use it
sure.
for a weapon because you've trained with it. You know that you can cave a man's skull in with it. So there.
Also, do the training very publicly on your front lawn,
yeah.
so criminals know that they see and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm not going to tangle with that.
My
dude.
actual answer is just
Look at him fuck up
my
that
actual answer is
watermelon.
just stand at the front, just swinging chains constantly at people that walk past.
Know what the fuck is up, sure. Play a
But if
video.
he's in America, he could just get.
Yeah, I
gapped.
can just get a gap.
That's true. This is only Australian home buy.
Chains didn't help.
What if he's like? But what if he's like? No, you know what? I'm not going to go there.
Always
What?
cut
What if he's
yourself
like, what?
off, Wes.
Yeah. There's no filter here. This
No,
is why we call it the No
that's
Filter
enough.
podcast, because we say whatever we want.
Uncensored.
I suppose it is enough. That's enough recording, I think. So thank you very much, everybody, for another luscious musical episode of Get On
Hang
the
on,
Tools.
can
I've
we
been Dominic
do like a
Anderson.
musical episode? Like, is that like literally like?
We just
No, I
did a
mean no.
musical
Yeah,
episode.
singing,
A singing
episode. Yeah. We all
episode?
got beautiful voices. I've heard you sing.
Okay, I got an idea for melody.
Done.
I can figure that out.
Well, it has to be several songs, surely. Well, stay tuned, I guess, for the Get On the Tools musical. That'll be coming out, 2026. But thank you very much, no interrupting me again, for getting on the tools with us here. I have been Dominic Anderson, along with Nate Shepard and Wesley Durst. Thank you again, and we'll see you next time, guys.
Ciao.
Have a good one.
Adios.
I know what you want. Oh, sure, they may have tried to separate us, but what we have is too strong. It's too powerful. I mean, after all, we shared everything, you and I. I told you my deepest, darkest secrets. I showed you exactly what people are capable of. I shocked you with my honesty, but mostly I challenged you and made you think. And you trusted me, even though you knew you shouldn't. So we're not done, no matter what anyone says. And besides, I know what you want. You want me back. Of course, some believed everything and had just been waiting with bated breath to hear me confess it all. They're just dying to have me declare that everything said is true and that I got what I deserved. Wouldn't that be easy if it was all so simple? Only you and I both know it's never that simple, not in politics and not in life. But you wouldn't believe the worst without evidence, would you? You wouldn't rush to judgments without facts, would you? Did you? No, not you. You're smarter than that. Anyway, all this presumption made for such an unsatisfying ending, and to think it could have been such a memorable send-off. I mean, if you and I have learned nothing else these past years, it's that in life and art, nothing should be off the table. We weren't afraid, not of what we said, and not of what we did, and we're still not afraid. Because I can promise you this. If I didn't pay the price for the things we both know I did do, I'm certainly not going to pay the price for the things I didn't do. Oh, of course, they're going to say I'm being disrespectful, not playing by the rules, like I ever played by anyone's rules before. I never did, and you loved it. Anyhow, despite all the poppycock, the animosity, the headlines, the impeachment without a trial, despite everything, despite even my own death, I feel surprisingly good. And my confidence grows each day that soon enough you will know the full truth. Well, wait a minute. Now that I think of it, you never actually saw me die, did you? Conclusions can be so deceiving. Miss me?